French verbs, les verbes en français. What is a verb? It's a word that describes an action. Examples: regarder, to look or to watch; manger, to eat; lire, to read. How to use a verb? Let's look at these three words. Manger, to eat; je mange, I eat; nous mangeons, we eat. Manger ending with er is what we call infinitif, the infinitive. Je mange and nous mangeons are what we call la forme conjuguée, the conjugated form. How to spot a verb in infinitif? Most of the time, the last letter of infinitif ends with R. For example, regarder. But sometimes, the second last letter is R. For example, prendre. Let's see more examples. Marcher, fermer, finir, voir, avoir, ouvrir, laver, ranger, attacher, tourner. Faire, rire, tondre, apprendre, prendre, comprendre, rendre, craindre. La conjugaison. La conjugaison is using a verb with le sujet, meaning nom or pronom. In the example of manger, we can have Papa mange une pomme, il mange une pomme. La terminaison. It is the ending of the conjugated verb. For example, in these two conjugated forms, one of them ends with e and the other one ends with ent. Let's see a few examples in English. So for a few verbs, we're going to see infinitif versus like conjugaison. To think can give us she thinks, I thought. To do can give us he does, we're doing. To go, I went, she goes. To drink, she drinks, they drank. To see, she sees, you saw. Now in French. To think is penser. To do is faire. To go is aller. To drink is boire. And to see is voir. Let's see l'infinitif and la conjugaison for these verbs in French. Penser can give us elle pense, nous pensons. Faire can give us il fait, je fais, ils feront. Aller can give us tu vas, nous allons. Boire, elle boit, nous buvons. Voir, nous voyons, tu as vu. Les temps, tenses in English. It's about when. Did it happen? Is it happening now? Is it going to happen in the future? We use le présent, present, when it is happening now. We use le passé, past, when it already happened or it was happening. We use le futur or future if it will happen or it is going to happen. A sentence needs at least two things. Le sujet, which is whoever does the action. Le verbe, which is the action itself. Sometimes a third thing is added. It is le complément, which is the person or thing affected by the action. How to use a verb in a sentence. Example, Kevin boit de l'eau. Kevin drinks water. Kevin is the sujet. Bois is le verbe. De l'eau is le complément. Let's see some other examples. Julie mange des oranges. Julie eats oranges. Maman dort. Mom sleeps. So there is no complement here. Les enfants jouent le jeu. The kids play the game. Le sujet. It can be two things. Either le nom, name, or le pronom, pronoun. Let's start with les noms. For example, Kevin, Sarah, les enfants, maman, mon frère. Now, let's look at les pronoms. In this case, we call them les pronoms personnels. Je means I, tu means you, il is he, elle is she, on is we, nous also means we. Vous means you guys. It is used when talking to many people, not just one. Il with an S means they. It is used when all are masculine or a mix of masculine and feminine. Elle with an S means also they. It is used when everyone is feminine. When it's only one person, we use je, tu, il, elle, which are le singulier, the singular. When it's two people or many people, we use nous, on, vous, il, elle, which we call le pluriel, the plural. You notice that there is an S in the end of all these plural pronouns except for on. So, we use les pronoms to replace names like Julie or people like les voisins. For example, Jason prend un café. Il prend un café. Maman dort. Elle dort. We just replaced Jason by il and maman by elle. Anna et moi faisons une tarte. Nous faisons une tarte. Diana and I are making a tart. We are making a tart. Les enfants mangent des fraises. Ils mangent des fraises. Sean et Kevin mangent des fraises. Ils mangent des fraises. Sarah et Kevin mangent des fraises. Ils mangent des fraises. So il is used for cases when it's all masculine, like les enfants or Sean and Kevin, but it's also used when it's a mix between masculine and feminine. For example, here, Sarah is feminine and Kevin is masculine. Sarah et Julie mangent des fraises. Elle mange des fraises. In this case, both Sarah and Julie are feminine. So, we use elle. Common verbs in French. Avoir, être, aller, faire, dire, voir, pouvoir, vouloir, savoir, devoir, venir, lire, croire, prendre, comprendre, donner, aimer, manger, regarder, parler. Avoir means to have. Être means to be. Aller means to go. Faire means to do. Dire means to say. Voir means to see. Pouvoir means to be able or can. Vouloir means to want. Savoir means to know. Devoir means must or have to. Venir means to come. Lire means to read. Croire means to believe. Prendre means to take. Comprendre means to understand. Donner means to give. Aimer means to like. Manger means to eat. Regarder means to look or to watch. Parler means to talk. Let's practice. Let's put these verbs in sentences. Avoir une voiture. To have a car. Être malade. To be sick. Aller à l'école. To go to school. Faire les devoirs. To do homework. Dire la vérité. To say the truth. Voir mes amis. To see my friends. Pouvoir dormir. To be able to sleep. Vouloir dormir. To want to sleep. Savoir nager. To know to swim. Devoir travailler. Having to work. Venir à la maison. To come home. Lire un livre. To read a book. Croire quelqu'un. To believe someone. Prendre un taxi. To take a taxi. Comprendre une histoire. To understand a story. Donner de l'argent. To give money. Aimer le sport. To like sports. Manger une pomme. To eat an apple. Regarder un film. To watch a movie. Parler français. To speak French. Regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs share the same terminaison, meaning that all the regular verbs have the same ending in their conjugated verbs. For example, with regarder in présent, we have je regarde, tu regardes, il, elle, on regarde, nous regardons, vous regardez, il, elle regarde. If we take another example of regular verbs, like penser, in présent, we'll have je pense, tu penses, il, elle, on pense, nous pensons, vous pensez, il, elle pense. So the ending of the conjugated verbs of regarder and penser are exactly the same. Irregular verbs don't follow the regular conjugaison pattern. For example, with être in présent we have je suis, tu es, il, elle, on est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils, elles sont. And then we have aller in présent, which is je vais, tu vas, il, elle, on va, nous allons, vous allez, ils, elles vont. As you can see, they are completely different. They don't follow any pattern. That's typical for irregular verbs. To summarize this lesson, we covered infinitif, conjugaison and terminaison, sujet, verbe, complément, les pronoms, and the 20 most common verbs. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch more videos, hit subscribe. If you want to get useful materials and get help, click on the links below.